Derby, Jeep, and Eagle. And by Golden Flake.
The Davidson Wildcats, on the other hand, under 7th-year head coach Bobby Hussey, are creating their own tradition. They've won been in two consecutive Southern Conference Tournament Championship games, 2 back-to-back 20-win seasons. Hi, everybody. I'm Randy Smith, along with Ron Bishop for today's basketball game. And Davidson, Bobby Hussey, they've done a tremendous job, as he said, building their own tradition.
Well, they have built a good tradition here at Davidson, but Randy, he's real concerned because they're just not playing well this season.
Let's take a look at some of the players to watch for today's game. First of all, for UT Chattanooga, Morris Lyons, great defensive guard. He'll have his hands full with Derek Rucker today.
Well, he certainly will. Morris Lyons not going to throw up very many three-pointers, but he is a very good defensive player.
One of the real surprises for UT Chattanooga, sophomore forward Shindy Moon. Not anticipated being the starter. He's been a real key to this ball club.
Mac McCarthy told me yesterday coming up here, he said Shindy is beginning to play the way they thought he would when they recruited him.
For Davidson, 2 bona fide first-team all-conference players, Jeff Himes, second leading scorer and one of the leading rebounders in the league.
Who would think a person 6'4" in this conference would be as dominating as Jeff Himes? He's an excellent offensive threat.
And, of course, one of the top guards, not only in the Southern Conference, but the country as well, Derek Rucker.
Well, he's got good blood in him. Derek Rucker can play anywhere, but he's struggling right now, and he's having a difficult time getting the shot to fall.
UT Chattanooga with the best record this year in the Southern Conference, 11-3 against the 8-5 Davidson Wildcats. And we'll be back with more in Davidson, North Carolina in just a moment.
From Dave Lennox. No matter where you live in this great land of ours, the Lennox Pulse gas furnace delivers up to 97 cents worth of heat for every $1 worth of gas it burns. Call one of these Lennox dealers today. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call Jim Malone and save.
That's right, Dave. Call me today.
C&W has been serving the metro area for 16 years. Let Charlie help you.
That's right, Dave. We treat your home as we would our own.
The Lennox Pulse Furnace, a wise investment for tomorrow.
It's Chevy Showtime at Ed Kirby Chevrolet. We're showing off the 88 Chevys, and you get a free pair of movie tickets with a test drive. It's showtime, folks. Test drive the first new full-size pickup in the decade, or any new 88, including Beretta, Cavalier Z24, or Camaro, and get a free pair of show tickets. Only 150 pairs available, so come on down to Chevy Showtime, only at Ed Kirby Chevrolet.
Our business is saving you money.
Come on down.
This is the ultimate motor oil, Amoco Ultimate. Test-proof Amoco Ultimate synthetic handles engine stress better than conventional oil. But here's the real story. Even after 7,500 miles, the Amoco Ultimate you take out of your engine outperforms the oils some people put in. Yes, Amoco Ultimate is better used than some oils are brand new.
That's protection to spare. That's why the Ultimate was a winner for us at Indy.
Gatorade this winter, maybe you just don't get thirsty.
Gatorade is thirsty. Want that deep down body of thirst.
Both UT Chattanooga and Davidson are undefeated in league play so far. 2 wins, no losses. Both Chattanooga victories came at home against East Tennessee and Appalachian State. Rather easy wins. As we look at the statistics speak, UTC, a very good offensive basketball team, but a good defensive team, especially in conference play, Ron.
Well, that's true, and I think both these basketball teams play good defense. They both hold their opponents to around 45% shooting, and also they keep them down in scoring.
Looking at the rebounding for UT Chattanooga, almost 41 rebounds a game. If you had to pick one area when the season started for Coach Mac McCarthy of UTC that he was really concerned about, it was rebounding. Well, they've been a real pleasant surprise. They have one of the leading rebounders in the country in Lance Fultz, who's averaging 9 a game, and they have really surprised their head coach and everybody, and they're 11-3.
Well, that's the thing you look at. You look at sometimes a player might have 10 rebounds, and you think, well, that's a good rebounding team. But what you don't notice is a lot of times you'll have maybe 4 or 5 players with 4 and 5 rebounds a game. That's what Chattanooga has.
Your officials for this afternoon's game from the Southern Conference, left to right, Jerry Austin, Bob McNeil, and Larry Sweet. Bob McNeil being the chief of today's crew from the Southern Conference. We'll be back with the starting lineups and then the tip-off of this afternoon's Southern Conference headliner in just a moment.
R&R is offering 12 months free financing on the Magic Chef appliance of your choice. Save hundreds of dollars in interest on a huge selection of refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, dishwashers, washers and dryers, and more. Free financing on the Magic Chef appliance of your choice. Qualifying is easy and our prices have never been better. Better hurry, though. This offer expires soon. 12 months free financing on all Magic Chef appliances with approved credit and a $200 minimum purchase. Available at all R&R locations in Chattanooga and Cleveland.
I am the future of the world. I am the hope of my nation. And we want there to be for you and for me a tomorrow. If we all can agree, there'll be sweet harmony tomorrow. And we all will be there with a Coca-Cola to share. Promise us tomorrow, and we'll build a better world for you.
Good Friends, East Tennessee's leading men's store in Athens, is having their annual winter clearance sale. Save up to 50% on name brands such as Kings Ridge, Racket Club, Enro, Florshin, Dexter, London Fog, and many others. Good Friends features East Tennessee's largest selection of Sansa belts. There are great savings throughout the store. Good Friends, located in Athens, just take I-75 north to exit 49, right 2 miles to Congress Parkway. Good Friends, where great men's fashions await you.
Do you have those tires that you advertised for $19.95?
Yeah, you want to pour them? You want them mounted? You want them balanced? You want valves to them? You want to put in alignment? Yeah, we can do that and put them all on your car for $548.29 plus tax.
But wait, has this ever happened to you? Well, at Southern Wholesale Tires, this will never happen because we give you free tire mounting, free computer balancing, and free valve stems. And with the purchase of 4 new tires, you'll receive a free front-end alignment with no down payments. 90 days, same as cash. At Southern Wholesale Tires, your only free service tire center.
And the Davidson Wildcats here with the starting lineups. Your public address announcer, Sterling Martin.
See Chattanooga Moccasins starting at one forward, number 42, a 6'7" junior from Peoria, Illinois, Chris Behrens. At the other forward, number 30, a 6'5" sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, Shendy Moon. At center, number 51, a 6'6" senior from Fort Meade, Florida, Lance Fultz. At one guard, number 12, a 6'2" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, Morris Lyon. And at the other guard, number 44, a 6'3" sophomore from Little Rock, Arkansas, Benny Green. The Moccasins are coached by Mr. Mac McCarthy. And now for the Wildcats. At one forward, number 32, a 6'4" senior from Columbia, South Carolina, Jeff Heim. At the other forward, number 15, a 6'5" sophomore from Warrensville, Ohio, Maurice Gray. At center, number 45, a 6'8" sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee, Jay Schmidt. At one guard, number 22, a 5'10" sophomore from Houston, Texas, Alan Hunter. And at the other guard, number 11, a 6'1" senior from Willoughby, Ohio, Derek Rucker. The Wildcats are coached by Bobby Hussey.
There you have your starters and your head coaches. We told you that UT Chattanooga had won both their first conference games at home over East Tennessee State and Appalachian State. Davidson, on the other hand, 2-0. They won their 2 on the road at VMI by 2 and at the Citadel. And one interesting statistic, Ron, when we featured the players in the beginning of the game, Jeff Himes, Derek Rucker for Davidson. In the 13 games Davidson has played, one of those two has led the team in scoring 11 times. That's how important those two young men are.
They certainly are, and that also tells you that Mac McCarthy has got to do a good job on those two players because they are key players for Davidson.
Davidson 8-5 overall, 2-0 in the Southern Conference. UT Chattanooga 11-3, and the Moccasins' 3 losses have come all on the road to Alabama Birmingham, Virginia Commonwealth, and to Middle Tennessee. 3 teams that have pretty much been in the NCAA tournament a lot the last few years. Bob McNeil will make the toss. Chris Behrens and Jay Schmidt will jump, and the Moccasins controlled it. Derek Rucker took it away from Morris Lyons. Maurice Gray missed the layup. There's Himes, and the Mocs get it. Davidson missed 2 good opportunities right there.
Well, you're not going to see that happen very often, but it did have 2 good shots at the goal.
The Moccasins turn it over.
You know, that's something we talked about before the game, and a lot of people have noticed. Bobby Hussey says that Green does that a lot, and so he might have said something official before the game started.
Moccasins open in a man-to-man defense. Davidson with the basketball. Down low to Jeff Himes. Jumper's good, and Davidson goes up 2-0.
Jeff Himes is going to score down there as they're showing a little press now. Looks like a 1-2-1-1 or a 1-2-2. But Himes is an excellent player in that range.
Mocs in the front court. Benny Green, the point guard, a sophomore from Little Rock, Arkansas.
They're going to face early in this game a little zone.
Inside, Behrens rejected by Himes, but a personal foul. And that will send Chris Behrens to the free throw line.
Chris Behrens that time, Randy, takes the ball real strong to the hole. He got a good bounce pass inside. As you see on the replay, there's a pass inside. He takes it real strong, and he draws the foul.
Jeff Himes, a senior, averages 20 points and 9 rebounds per ball game.
Not too good on the player movement on the interior on the defense that time. Jeff Behrens was very open that time, easily. You're just not going to be able to spot a player in the zone that close to the bucket open, and they're going to have to be better interior defensively than that.
Chris Behrens converts the second of a pair, and the Moccasins trail it by a point early.
Well, they're going to show a 2-2-1 zone, and they're going to try to just make Davidson slow down and try to make them make a mistake.
Great move by Himes. He missed the shot. Shindy Moon comes out of there with a basketball for UT Chattanooga. Mocs work it around. Morris Lyons guarded by Derek Rucker. Here's Lyons along the baseline. He stepped on the line, and the turnover gives it back to the Davidson Wildcats.
And Davidson trying to confuse Chattanooga just a little bit early in the game because they showed the first trip down a zone. That time down they show a man-to-man.
Alan Hunter directs the offense, 5'10" sophomore from Houston, Texas. And a personal foul against Benny Green of UT Chattanooga. Well, Benny did not necessarily agree with that, but
well, that's a good call. As you see on the replay, he's going to draw a lot of attention as Himes gets it inside. Look at the attention he's going to draw. There are 3 players around him. I think a key to Chattanooga is they're going to have to do something to neutralize Rucker especially, and when Himes gets the ball inside, he's going to see a lot of people on him.
Himes makes the first free throw. Very good free throw shooter, 77% from the year. In fact, Davidson, as always, a good free throw shooting team. You look at his percentages, he can flat line it up.
They certainly can. They can all shoot free throws very well. And Chattanooga this year is struggling from that point, so this could be a key in the basketball game, especially on the road.
Benny Green gets it into Morris Lyons. A lot of pressure out there by the Davidson guards.
Randy, now Davidson's gone back to that zone. They're going to make Chattanooga hit a bucket from there and probably keep mixing it up and just try to see if that strategy will help them defensively.
Mac McCarthy will tell you that one of the best X&O coaches in the country is Bobby Hussey of Davidson, and he will have a game plan. Benny Green from 3, no good. Fultz keeps it alive, and it's saved by Morris Lyons.
That's a good rebound. That might not go down in the stat as a rebound, but that's exactly what it was for Lyons to get that ball.
Oh, wide open. Behrens missed the shot. Fultz gets it back. He missed it. Kept alive, and Davidson gets the basketball. Both teams missing a lot of stuff inside. Rucker, swish, 3.
Derek Rucker's been struggling from the field this year. All he has to do is hit a couple of those early, and he might come out of that struggle.
This pressure defense has bothered UT Chattanooga thus far. Davidson's out to a 7-1 lead. And the crowd beginning to get in the ball game a little bit. Shindy Moon, they bounce it to Fultz. Fultz powers it up, no good. Fought for in there, and a traveling violation as Chris Perez comes down with a rebound.
It's very physical right now. Chattanooga missed an excellent opportunity. You see on the replay, Lance Fultz not going to miss very many of these, but he goes in strong. Matt McCarthy thought he got fouled, but there was no call, and you see the scramble for the ball.
Davidson with a 6-point lead early in this basketball game. Maurice Gray into the lane. Missed the shot. Shindy Moon gets the rebound, and Jeff Himes picks up his second foul, and that could be big.
Well, that's a bad foul for Jeff Himes. You know, he's more intelligent than that. He shouldn't get that foul because if the rebound's already claimed, he needs to just travel down the floor, but he is a key player, and he doesn't need to get a foul like that.
Still looking for their first field goal, and we are 3.5 minutes into this basketball game.
They've also turned a basketball over 4 times. Basketball has been turned over 4 times already in this game by Chattanooga.
What a move by Benny Green, and the Mocs get their first field goal at the 16-20 mark of the first half.
Well, both these teams are going to play good defense. You can mark that down because on the season they've already established themselves as a good defensive basketball team.
Derek Rucker with the ball out high now. Maurice Gray, nice-looking youngster, a sophomore. This is Hunter in the lane. Shot won't go, and Fultz gets the rebound. Here come the Moccasins. Fultz open from 3. He got it. Lance Fultz could be the leading three-point shooter in the conference. He's hitting 60% of his three-point shots.
Well, that's one thing that Bobby Hussey talked about before the game. How in the world can a guy 6'6" or whatever, 260 pounds lead the conference in a three-point field goal attempt?
Lance Fultz now 7 of 11 from three-point range. Maurice Gray loses the basketball. Fultz gets the ball. Mocs can take the lead with a bucket here. Shindy Moon. Lions. And a foul against Lance Fultz.
Well, that's one of those hustling fouls where Lance Fultz is going after the ball just to get his hand on it. As you see on the replay, he's going to maneuver around and just get his hand on the play to try to slap it out. And on the play, he commits the foul.
There's time on the floor. 15-11 to go in the first half, and Davidson up by a single point.
With so many automatic features, Zenith's new smaller VHS camcorder not only lets you take perfect pictures, it lets you show them again and again. Zenith. Quality.
There's only one way to appreciate Zenith's 27-inch stereo television with breathtaking sound by Bose. Go hear it. Zenith and Bose. Quality.
Sehen Sie sich bloß einmal diese rohe Kraft. Der Mann ist wie eine menschliche Kanone. Er explodiert.
Every major government is spending millions getting ready for next year's Olympics. Except one. In America, Olympians can't depend on government funding. That's why the Miller Brewing Company is proud to be the sole sponsor of the U.S. Olympic Training Centers. With these centers and a lot of hard work, our team can take on anybody, no matter what they spend.
Davidson with a 1-point lead, but it was 5. If we look at the conference's leading three-point shooter.
The other great thing about having a player like Lance Fultz, UT Chattanooga, they have 2 excellent guards, but you also got to be concerned about a 260-pounder shooting a three-point shot, especially on the end of a transition play.
Austin Peay had a player named Bedford that did that and did in Illinois in the NCAA tournament with much the same type play. Davidson almost lost it, did lose it, kicked around and saved by the Wildcats. Coming up with that loose basketball, Dick Seidel.
Chattanooga really decidedly whipping Davidson on the boards early, but they're also being neutralized because they're turning the basketball over 4-1 against Davidson.
Rucker open momentarily, got the shot to go down. And Derek Rucker with 5 early points.
Good head and shoulders fake that time to get Moon off the floor, and then he follows up and shoots it in.
Well, you saw the bad pass from Chris Behrens. Rucker picked it off and was fouled by Behrens as he went to the bucket.
Well, you see the replay, he's going to get fouled as he goes in, but the excellent anticipation on the steal. The thing that you're doing well for Davidson right now, Bobby Hussey's got his players playing very good defensively in the first 5 minutes of the basketball game. They're causing Chattanooga a lot of problems, turning the ball over 5 times.
Vincent Robinson checks into the Moccasin lineup as Chris Behrens picks up his first personal foul on the day. Derek Rucker will be at the line, and this is pretty automatic. He hits about 77%, but he missed that one.
You froze him. You sure did, Randy. You froze him. About like the snow outside of his gymnasium.
Davidson back out to a 4-point advantage as Rucker has 6.
They're keeping that pressure in that backcourt, too, showing a 1-2-1-1 zone.
Shindy Moon, nice feed to Lance Fultz, and Fultz with 5 big ones for the Moccasins. They are now looking at a 2-point deficit as Davidson has the ball. Alan Hunter, right side to Maurice Gray. Rucker lost the basketball. Seidel couldn't get it to fall. Tapped out of bounds. Give it to Davidson. You know, we talk a lot about Himes and Rucker leading the team in 11 of 13 games in scoring in their 2 Southern Conference wins. They beat the Citadel 85-80. Rucker had 37. Against VMI, Davidson won by 2 in overtime as they lose the ball out of bounds. Himes had 32.
Both these kids are very capable of having 30, and even a 40-point night some night for Rucker. Rucker's just that explosive.
Moccasins can tie with a 2-point bucket. Davidson has led from the outset of this game. Vinnie Green, he's open, and he missed it. Mocs keep it alive. Touched last by Davidson. And UTC will play it in underneath.
Lance Fultz that time started to shoot the basketball before he got the rebound. Very lucky to get the basketball again underneath their own bucket.
Vinnie Green will inbound. .23 to go in the first half. Morris Lyons working against Seidel. Lyons baseline, too hard. Tip no good. Jump ball, and it goes to Davidson on possession.
Chattanooga just doing an excellent job on the boards, as that was the concern that Bobby Hussey had. He said in order to win the game today, we've got to do something to neutralize the board work of Chattanooga. But I'll tell you what, Davis is doing an excellent job defensively. They're confusing Chattanooga a lot on offense.
Davidson with a 2-point advantage and the basketball. Inside it goes to Jay Schmidt. Left-hander good. Jay Schmidt, member of the Southern Conference all-freshman team a year ago. And a blocking foul against Jay Schmidt. Trying to take the charge, and it goes as a block.
He's a hard-nosed type player, Jay Schmidt. He reminds me a lot of Jerry Bourne, the player that Davidson had a couple of years ago from Ringo, Georgia, who, when he would come out of a game, his face would be bleeding. He'd be bleeding on the knees. That's the kind of player Jay Schmidt is.
Mocs played in Morris Lyons. Vinnie Green. The Mocs intend to get it inside, but it's taken away by Maurice Gray that time. Again, a great job defensively by Davidson. Rucker fouled by Morris Lyons, and there's no doubt about that call. Lyons picking up his first.
Certainly did, and he got all he wanted to on that foul. And boy, if we see the replay right here, Morris Lyons going to land on his head. Oh boy, it's a wonder Rucker doesn't have a headache after that one. He almost had needed a saddle for that play.
Man two.
Davidson plays it in with a 4-point advantage. They have led since the opening of this basketball game. Inbound, stolen away by Fultz. They fight for that ball. Fultz with it. Good job by Lance Fultz as he stole the inbounds pass. Vinnie Green, wide open Shindy Moon. Jumper, good move to the bucket by Moon.
And a nice pass from Benny Green to spot him underneath. He was wide open.
Mox cut that lead to 2 again.
That's a problem you're going to have when you play switching defense. You're going to lose your man once in a while. That's exactly what happened that time with Shindy Moon scoring.
Maurice Gray's jumper too hard. Benny Green with a rebound.
Too hard is a nice word for Brick. That was really a
great feed from Benny Green to Morris Lyons for the slam, and we are tied for the first time. Pretty play. Rucker missed the 3. Fultz with a rebound. And the Mocs beginning to take command of the boards.
That's what's going to happen when they take command of the boards. They're able to run the ball up more.
Green missed the 3-pointer. Davidson back up the floor. Watch Rucker work one-on-one. What a play by Rucker. He has
all of a sudden we have a transition basketball game. I really think if Davidson's going to have a chance to win, they're going to have to slow the basketball down just a little bit.
Vincent Robinson will take the jumper. He missed it. Fultz with great position is stripped of the ball. Davidson 2-on-2. Alan Hunter against Lyons. Got the shot to go down. Nice move by Alan Hunter, the sophomore.
Well, they're playing with a lot of emotion and a lot of confidence right now. They're just really doing a good job defensively. Now the transition game's working well for them.
Benny Green, they converge on him. Davidson by 4 again. Lyons dropping it to Fultz. Missed it. Davidson quickly. 1-on-3. Hunter again. It's going to count, and a foul against UT Chattanooga.
I tell you, on this replay, you're going to see Hunter just take it in there with a lot of confidence. He's going to draw a lot of attention. He's going to score against maybe 2 of the best guards in the Southern Conference.
Alan Hunter with 2 great buckets back-to-back for Davidson and a chance to get 5 quick points for him. Davidson builds up a 6-point lead. That equals their biggest lead of this first half. Missed the free throw, however, and look at Himes. Mike Collins saves it for UTC. Jeff Himes almost snuck one out of there.
Bobby Hussey's really concerned about replacing Chris Heineman from last year, but I'll tell you what, Hunter has really played a good first half for Davidson.
Mike Collins works at Baltimore's Lions. Benny Green is out of the mock lineup now as he picked up his 2nd foul. Lyons spinning away, tried to feed Shindy Moon, and the ball goes out of bounds. And once again, the pressure defense by Davidson has forced a UTC turnover. 9:43 to go in the first half. The Wildcats will have the ball and a 6-point lead.
Hi, I'm US 101's John Anthony.
And I'm his partner, Joe Blair. And we're here to tell you about the world's greatest basketball machine sweepstakes.
From the world's greatest snack food company, Golden Flakes, sponsored by US 101 and Channel 12. To win, just go by any place the Golden Flake snacks are sold and pick up your entry form.
Then watch Channel 12 or listen to US 101 to see if you qualify for the world's greatest basketball machine.
The Mox machine from Herb Adcock Chevrolet and Choo Choo Customs.
And you know what we always say.
One taste and you're stuck on Golden Flake.
Okay, I'll be right down.
With great taste and just 1 calorie, everyone's turning on to Diet Coke.
Davidson has a 6-point lead. That equals the biggest lead they have in this first half. They had a 7-1 lead. Let's watch again this pretty pass from Benny Green to Morris Lyons.
Sometimes you really look at that end of that pass and say, boy, what a great slam dunk. But you forget, that's a tough play whenever you can get that pass delivered right there where you need it for the slam.
Well, there's one reason for Davidson's 6-point lead. They're about 10 percentage points better from the field than UTC. And credit the Wildcats with defense. They've done a good job forcing turnovers. Vincent Robinson taps it out of bounds, and the Cats will get it back.
Well, that field goal percentage sometimes is affected by good defense, and also Chattanooga's turned the ball over a lot because of Davidson's defense.
Magic Cage It's inside. Edward Magic Gaines.
Boy, now that should never happen against a team like Chattanooga. They just really opened up the lane there that time for a layup on an inbounds play.
Mox staring at an 8-point deficit. That's Davidson's biggest lead. Here's Fultz. Missed it. Vincent Robinson is there. Missed it. Inside, they fight for that ball. Robinson again. Shindy Moon. No good. There's a lid on it on that end for UTC.
I'd like to see how many times Chattanooga's missed the ball within 5 feet. They missed a lot of shots tonight.
Davidson with an 8-point lead and the basketball.
Davidson's a young team, Randy, and the longer they stay like this, the more confidence they're going to build up, the tougher they're going to be able to play against Chattanooga here tonight.
Rucker, no good. And Morris Lyons is guilty of a personal foul. That would have been a potential 4-point play because he had launched that one from 3-point range.
Well, it was down and in and came right back out. You're right. 4-point plays. You see on the replay, he's going to go, he's well outside the 3-point circle right now. He's going to pull up and, well, I thought he was going to pass it, but it would have been a 4-point play because he did get fouled, certainly.
Hear that one go in as Derek Rucker.
Boy, that's sweet music, you know, whenever a player shoots a free throw like that, or any shot, really, you hear nothing but the net. That is a sweet sound to a basketball player.
Rucker, an 80% foul shooter, 43% from the field. That's down a little bit from last year. He hit almost 50% of his 3-point shots last year, and this year, Rucker's only hitting about 34%.
He's struggling also 42% from the field, just normal shots, and they're real concerned about that.
Davidson by 10, 22-12. They have done a super job defensively on UTC in this first half. Darren Chandler is in the lineup for UTC, and he promptly throws the ball away.
I'll tell you, Chattanooga's totally frustrated right now, totally frustrated, and it's because primarily this Davidson team has done an excellent job defensively.
8-3 in turnovers. The Mocs turned it over 5 more times. Rucker works it offensively for Davidson. Cats with a 10-point advantage in the basketball. We're under the 8-minute mark in the first half. Here's Magic Gaines, one-hander, no good. They keep it alive. Out of bounds to Davidson.
You really see the tenacity on this end now because Davidson's really playing hard, going after all the loose balls, and they're beating Chattanooga to them.
We have a break in the action with 7:48 to go in the first half. Your score, Davidson 22, Tennessee Chattanooga 12. We'll be right back.
This is the ultimate motor oil, Amoco Ultimate. Tests prove Amoco Ultimate Synthetic handles engine stress better than conventional oil. But here's the real story. Even after 7,500 miles, the Amoco Ultimate you take out of your engine outperforms the oils some people put in. Yes, Amoco Ultimate is better used than some oils are brand new.
That's protection to spare. That's why, for me, nothing but the Ultimate will do.
All right, Betty, I'll make you a friendly wager. A round of beers, you won't get this.
Darker one's the Miller High Life. Waitress, 2 Millers, please. He's buying.
That's pretty good. How did you know that?
Common knowledge.
Okay, double or nothing, you don't know why.
Dark roasted malt makes Miller darker. Anybody knows that.
You saw my commercials.
That was you? No, seriously, was that you? That was you? Woo!
All in a 10-point lead, and UTC on the year as a team were scoring almost 78 points a game. They have scored but 12 in the first few moments of this basketball game. Whatever Davidson's game plan was defensively, it is working as you look at the free throw percentage. Allen Hunter with a basketball. They go inside to Schmidt, and a foul against Lance Fultz. That's 2 on him. The Mocs might be getting in a little foul trouble. There are 3 leading scorers, all with 2 fouls, as we take a look.
Well, you see on the replay, Lance Fultz is going to reach in and come over the arm right there, but I'll tell you what, if Chattanooga gets Lance Fultz in foul trouble, they really will be in foul trouble.
Jay Schmidt with a 1-and-1 hits it, and Davidson out to an 11-point lead. Shindy Moon checks back in for Lance Fultz.
The thing that Bobby Hussey was concerned about before the game was Chattanooga's rebounding. And, you know, the last 5 minutes, Davidson has been out-rebounding Chattanooga.
Schmidt's second shot, no good. Shindy Moon with a rebound. Mox with a basketball, down by 11. Shindy Moon. Chandler is open. Missed it. Seidel with a rebound. Davidson running with the ball. Rucker. Swish from 3. And Davidson just wearing them out here in this first half. And Mac McCarthy wants a timeout. 7:09 to go. Davidson roars out to a 14-point lead.
R&R is offering 12 months free financing on the Magic Chef appliance of your choice. Save hundreds of dollars in interest on a huge selection of refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, dishwashers, washers and dryers, and more. Free financing on the Magic Chef appliance of your choice. Qualifying is easy and our prices have never been better. Better hurry, though. This offer expires soon. 12 months free financing on all Magic Chef appliances with approved credit and a $200 minimum purchase. Available at all R&R locations in Chattanooga and Cleveland.
I like the way you make me laugh. I like the funny things you do. You got a style that's all your own. I like the sprite in you. You make me want to smile. You know you make me sparkle too. You're such a kick to have around. I like the sprite in you.
Diet Sprite, the only one with Lyman. The unexpected twist that makes us different. Now with a lively new look.
I like the sprite in you.
Davidson out with a 14-point lead as we look at Derek Rucker. Fire one up from 3. He's hit a couple of these today. Back to live action. Benny Green launches one. Hits the goal support. Give it back to Davidson.
Well, Benny Green made a mistake on Rucker's three-point attempt. There's no way you should leave a player like Rucker open because he's dangerous anytime he touches the ball. He might not be shooting well in the season, but he's capable of lighting it up at any time.
Benny Green now guarding Derek Rucker. Morris Lyons started out, and Mac McCarthy said Lyons was going to start guarding him, but both of them would be guarding him from time to time. The Mocs have missed their last 8 shots from the floor. They need to get somebody hitting from somewhere. Great feed to Seidel, missed the shot. Lyons with a rebound. Shindy Moon with the ball in the corner. Chandler is open. Missed the shot. Robinson with a nice follow, and the Mocs had missed 9 in a row before Robinson canned that follow-up.
Well, that's an excellent offensive rebound. I believe that the thing that Davidson is doing right now better than Chattanooga is they're just playing hard. They're showing a lot of heart and playing with intensity.
Derek Rucker to Alan Hunter. Davidson with a 12-point advantage with 5:50 to go the first half.
They're spreading that thing out, as you notice. They're spreading it out and just trying to make Chattanooga commit a defensive mistake so they can score the easy layup.
And a steal nearly by Benny Green. Lyons did steal it. But the pass to Chandler was bad, and the Mocs turn it over again.
Now there's where Bobby Hussey's going to have to answer some people. You know, a lot of times coaches have to do that. How come, Coach, when you jump out to a 10, 12, 13-point lead, do you start spreading the floor? What you were doing is working. Why don't you stay with it? Bobby would have to answer that question.
Bobby's won a lot of games, Belmont Abbey, and then, of course, here at Davidson.
Boy, look at those turnovers, Randy. 9-4. Chattanooga turning the ball over against that tough Davidson defense.
And a personal foul against UT Chattanooga. John McLeod picks up the foul.
No, it's going to go against Davidson, Randy.
So he pointed at John McLeod. He was just in the ball. There's John. John's hiding over there, so he won't get the personal. The foul was on number 41, Dick Seidel.
Seidel got the ball in a back pick. He set an illegal pick, and the official was right on the play, and he called the foul.
5:15 to go in the half.
Would you believe Davidson changed that defense again? 1-3-1.
Benny Green. Morris Lyons. Shindy Moon from 3. Shindy with a three-pointer.
Shindy Moon doesn't take very many from out there, but he's capable of hitting them. That's the type of thing that Chattanooga needs to get going with. Somebody to just step forward and say, I'm going to put one in for you.
That was Moon's first three-pointer of the year. He's 1 out of 4 after missing his first 3. It came at a good time for UT Chattanooga. Rucker from 3. Missed it. Rebound goes to John McLeod, and the Mocs beginning to peck away a bit at this lead. Great feed, Lions to Green, and the Mocs beginning to warm up a little bit now. They've cut a 14-point deficit by Davidson to 7.
Now Derek Rucker needs to just walk it down as he's doing and just tell his team, hey, listen, let's just continue to maintain this lead. We don't want to let it slip away before the half.
Alan Hunter's jumper. Good. Alan Hunter having a big game, the sophomore.
And that answers the little spurt by Chattanooga.
Mocs work it around. They've hit 3 of their last 4 shots after missing 9 of 10. Benny Green cans a three-pointer. There's another one you can't leave open either.
You certainly can. This conference has a lot of good guards, and Benny Green certainly can that three-pointer.
The lead by Davidson is 6. Jay Schmidt off the backboard, kept alive, saved by John McLeod, and the Mocs can cut to 4 with a bucket. Davidson looking a little disorganized on that trip up the floor. Lions, great feed to Green. And his shovel pass to Robinson goes out of bounds.
Well, that was an overpass because he was wanting Robinson to take a step to the bucket. I'm not so sure if he takes that step to the bucket, Green hits him right in the hands for the layup.
Maurice Gray and Jeff Himes will come back into the Davidson lineup. A couple of starters. You look at Jay Schmidt from Nashville NBA playing that ball in.
Whatever Mac McCarthy said in the last time out certainly has caused the Moccasins of Chattanooga to pick up the intensity level just a little bit.
Good defensive pressure by UTC's Morris Lyons and Shindy Moon, forcing a Davidson turnover.
And in the last 2 minutes, Chattanooga has outscored Davidson 10-2, and I think it was primarily because of timeout. Mac McCarthy just says, hey, we need to get after loose balls, and we need to get back on the boards.
The Mocs have made their last 4 shots, including in those 4, 2 three-pointers. Benny Green missed that one, however. Somebody shoving on the boards, and it's going to go against UTC. Shindy Moon gets his first foul.
And that was a good call because Shindy Moon was out of position, and he just pushes the player to get the rebound.
Davidson by 6 with 2:47. Let's look at this rebound.
You're going to see well, you didn't actually see the push there, but Shindy pushed the man as he attempted to rebound the three-point attempt. Now you can see a little bit better. He's laying on his back right there, and that causes him to have the chance to get that rebound.
Maurice Gray will be at the line. Hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Davidson back out by 7. Gray's done a good job by averaging almost 10 points and 3 rebounds a game. He's a sophomore from Warrensville Heights, Ohio. Very young Davidson team. They have the good senior leaders in Rucker and Himes. But Coach Hussey's wanting somebody in those other 3 positions to come to the forefront. And he's starting 3 sophomores in those positions. Hunter, Schmidt, and Gray. Shot by Lyons, no good. Gray rebounds, lead pass to Rucker. He's going to get the slam.
No safety, critical mistake by Chattanooga. No safety. Rucker's able to get the easy bucket.
Davidson back out by 10 now, 32-22. Benny Green in the lane, missed the shot. Saved by Shindy Moon, he follows. Moon again, good. Great effort by Shindy Moon.
Anytime you get 2 offensive rebounds and 2 attempts at it, boy, that shows a lot of hustle, a lot of grit, a lot of gut. That's exactly what Shindy Moon did.
1:49 to go in the half. Davidson by 8 in the ball. Maurice Gray, dogged by John McLeod with 1:36 to go. You see the time, the bottom right of your screen. Rucker with a nice fake, missed the shot. Lions with a rebound. Mox 2 on 3. Benny Green, a holding foul and an intentional holding foul against Davidson.
That's going to be 2 shots in a basketball. That could be a big turnaround right here. The thing I would be concerned about if I was Bobby Hussey is the fact that Derek Rucker's been on that floor the whole first half while Chattanooga has been resting and substituting in and out, and that's going to be a factor as you see on the play. Derek Rucker is going to reach in right there with his right hand, and he's going to stop or attempt to stop Green, and he's going to get a chance for a 4-point play.
Well, Green will be at the line with a couple of free throws. Benny Green hitting about 75% of his charity shots. Got that one to go down, and the Mocs are closing in now. It's within 7, 32-25.
I don't know if I agree with that call, though, Randy.
Benny Green with 2 free throws.
And that's one of the bad things about the rule is that, you know, a foul like that, it's hard to tell. How do you judge? Was that intentional? It didn't look that flagrant to me.
On the other hand, you get in the last 2 minutes of a game, very seldom will they ever call the intentional foul when you know they are intentional.
That's right, and people are going after the basketball, but that one, just doesn't seem like it should have been a 4-point turnaround potential.
Nevertheless, the Mocs will try to take advantage. They've done partly part of that as they have hit 2 free throws and closed to within 6. Minute 13 to go. Green, Lions 3-pointer, missed it. Saved by Rucker. 1 minute left.
Davidson did a good job that time. They're actually matching up with their guards out front and running zone, and so Chattanooga's had a little difficulty with that. Now they're spreading that floor looking for that layup backdoor cut.
About 9 seconds difference in the shot clock, so UTC potentially could have another shot at scoring. Davidson's going to use as much of the clock as they can with 34 seconds and 14 seconds on the shot clock now. Davidson with a 6-point lead. They've led all the way. There was 1 tie in the first half. Maurice Gray's jumper, good. It's going to count. And a foul against John McLeod.
Davidson did a good job. As you see on the replay, you're going to get a pass out here. John McLeod's going to get a touch foul after the shot. And but they did a good job that time, Randy, with that possession because they kill some clock with their spread. Then they go into their offense and they get a bucket and maybe a free throw to boot.
Maurice Gray will get a chance at a 3-point play, and he converts it. Davidson by 9. That was a big possession for the Wildcats. 20 seconds to go in the half. Near steal, it was a steal. Seidel picks the ball up and travels. Mocs get it back with 6 seconds.
Had to be impressed with Seidel's hustle that time, slapping it away from John McLeod and then chasing it down and trying to get the ball in the hole.
4 seconds. Morris Lions 3-pointer is no good, and Davidson will have a 9-point advantage at halftime on their own floor. We're at halftime. Your score, Davidson 35, UT Chattanooga 26. We'll be back to Davidson, North Carolina. Davidsons are trailing the Davidson Wildcats by 9, 35-26. Let's take a look at the stats of this first half. Field goals, the Moc, each team made 12. However, there have been some 3-pointers for Davidson. 3-pointers really for both basketball teams. But look at this 11-7 edge in turnovers. That could be a big factor.
That is a very big factor, and that's the thing that Bobby Hussey wanted to do to neutralize the strength of the rebounding for Chattanooga.
The Moccasins do hold a 6-rebound edge at halftime, but the field goal percentage, Davidson did a great job defensively. They held the Moccasins to 31% from the floor. That is going to have to improve for UT Chattanooga if they're going to get back in this ball game.
And to me, Randy, that probably is the best thing that's noticeable about Davidson in this first half. Their intensity on the defensive end has been outstanding.
Derek Rucker had a great first half for Davidson with 15 points. He leads all scorers. Leading UT Chattanooga's Benny Green, who has 9. Shindy Moon with 7. And one of the other guys, we were talking about that right before halftime, Jeff Himes for Davidson, one of their big guns, has only 4 points at halftime. But as we told you, he did sit out quite a bit with 2 personal fouls. Nobody is any real foul trouble for Davidson. Himes has 2, but the Moccasins' 3 leading scorers, Benny Green, Morris Lyons, and Lance Fultz, all have 2 personal fouls. So that could be a big factor down the stretch.
But Chattanooga, you know, they really have been talked about around the league as being very strong on the bench, and maybe before the day's out, we're going to find out about that.
The Moccasins will go with the same 5 who started the basketball game. I would assume Davidson will do the same. As you look at Mac McCarthy, in his first year as a college head coach back in the 85-86 season, he was the Southern Conference Coach of the Year as he guided his team to the league championship. He took over a program that was in great shape, vacated when outstanding head coach Murray Arnold left to go to the Chicago Bulls. Murray now in his 2nd year as head coach of the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Well, the Mocs play it in to start the second half, and they have a 9-point mountain to climb right here.
They certainly do, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play the first 5 minutes.
And we see another steal by Rucker, and I tell you something, Rucker with 17 is just doing it all for the Wildcats today.
I just don't remember the last time I saw Chattanooga play as sloppily as they're playing in this basketball game tonight.
Left side, Benny Green. Nice move to the bucket, but it wouldn't go down. I tell you something, they're having a rough luck. That one was in all the way and came back out. Great feed to Himes. Missed the shot, and Barons with a rebound. Boy, Davidson was just about to blow him away in the early moments. Shindy Moon with the basketball.
They're really doing a good job of changing their defense, Randy.
Benny Green misses, but it's tapped in by Morris Lyons.
Each trip down, Chattanooga's looking at a different defensive set, and that's very interesting. And Bobby Hussey did that the first 20 minutes, and he's continued that in the second half.
Davidson once again with that 9-point lead and the ball. Derek Rucker, who has 17. Hunter, who had a great first half, tried to feed it to Maurice Gray, and it goes out of bounds. Maybe one too many passes right there.
That's overpass, and Hunter did a great job getting defensive man up in the air. He should have shot the basketball.
The Mocs were down by 14 in the first half, cut it in half, got it all the way down to 6, and then saw Davidson go back out by 9 at the half. Morris Lyons against Rucker. Lance Fultz, who hit a 3-pointer in that first half. Benny Green penetrates, shot no good, tapped out of bounds, however, by Jeff Himes, and the Mocs will play it back in.
Benny Green that time asking an official for a foul, but he ran into his own teammate, the big man, Lance Fultz.
Green will make the inbound toss for UTC. Out front it comes to Shindy Moon. Green is open. Lyons not much of a factor offensively for UTC in the first half. Mocs now being very patient against this 2-3 Davidson zone that they're looking at right now.
Yeah, that's the thing you have to do. You just have to pack away and look for a seam, and after a while it will open up.
Nice move on the baseline by Shindy Moon, who bangs the jumper in.
Well, that's good patience because, you know, they're down by 9 points. You expect them to hurry up. That time they showed good patience. They just need to chip away if you're a Chattanooga fan.
Himes blocked by Lance Fultz out of bounds, but a good defensive play by Fultz.
Oh, boy, well, that great defense, that was like running into a Mack truck. Lance Fultz just said there's no way you're going to drive down the lane. As you watch on the replay, that's good help for Lance Fultz to come over and help Shindy Moon.
Maurice Gray flips it back to Rucker. Rucker tapped out of his hands and stolen by Benny Green. Mocs have it 3-on-2. Green in the lane, but a blocking foul against Alan Hunter.
Benny Green did a good job that time of slapping the basketball as Rucker goes up to shoot, and that's what created the turnover.
Will be at the free throw line. And it will be Benny Green with 2 shots. And the Moccasin deficit is now 7. Let's take a look.
It's still on replay. Benny Green's going to take the ball to the hole, and he's going to draw the foul. And he's going to shoot the free throw. And if I were Mac McCarthy, I'd show a press after these made free throws if he makes them.
Green hits the first, and that Moccasin deficit cut to 6. 6 was as close as they could get in the last few minutes of the first half. Green missed this one. Fultz is there. Follows it up and in. A big offensive bucket and rebound by Lance Fultz.
And they're showing a little 2-2-1 press here, but there's no way that Davidson should have given Fultz that opportunity.
Nice move by Jeff Himes, who got past Fultz for the layup. Mox had it within 4. They can do that again with a bucket. Nice feed to Fultz. They double team him. He missed the shot. Fultz again. Look at Lance Fultz go up, and they're going to disallow it. Fultz over the back on the offensive rebound.
And it looks like on that possession, Randy, Chattanooga was saying, we're going to try to get the ball in on Lance Fultz. See on the replay, he draws a lot of traffic, 3 men there, and in frustration, he's going to go over a man to get the rebound, and he's going to draw a foul.
There's the foul. Big break for Davidson right there, as Fultz could be in a little trouble. That's his 3rd personal foul, and it comes at the 16:45 mark. Rucker. Nice shot. 19 for Derek Rucker. And Davidson's back out by 8.
Oh, he's playing well. If they stick him out close and keep him from shooting the ball, they're going to foul him, and then he takes the ball and penetrates. He's an excellent player.
Fox working into Chris Behrens. Behrens is hammered by Jeff Himes, and that's 3 on Himes.
I'll tell you something else about Derek Rucker. He's not only an excellent player, he's a very smart player. He was 2nd team Scholastic All-American last year. They think he might be 1st team this year. See on the replay, there's a foul right there on Derek Himes as he tries to move to keep the penetration from happening.
Fox played in now. Long shot by Green. Fultz got the rebound. And a tap out of bounds by Rucker. He tapped the ball out, and Mox will get it back now with 16:10 to go in the basketball game. The team who wins this game is going to remain in 1st place in the league. Great feed. Behrens with a slam, and he's hammered and fouled by Dick Seidel, and that's 2 on Seidel.
That's a good pass. He hung on the rim, but you can do that when you're getting fouled if you're trying to protect yourself. But Behrens did a good job catching the basketball and finishing it off, have a chance for a 3-point attempt.
Great pass by Benny Green,
well,
too, to set it up.
You see him hang there, but you can do that on a foul on a dunk attempt, and now he's going to get a chance to finish it off.
Chris Behrens had a chance to cut that lead back to 4. Or 5, rather. Got the free throw. 3-point play, the big one. 5-point lead by Davidson with 16 minutes to go.
They're showing full court man pressure.
Jeff Himes with the ball outside Alan Hunter. Here's Rucker penetrating, carry up shot. Good. Is it going to count? Yes, sirree. 21 for Derek Rucker.
Well, you see on the replay, here's where the foul is. They're going to get a reach in right there. There's no way that a basketball player should reach in. You got to move your feet. You play defense with your feet, not your hands.
Rucker with a chance to convert the 3. It's a 7-point advantage for Davidson as we look at it again.
Well, you see the angle. Chris Behrens that time made a fundamental basketball defensive mistake when he reached in instead of moving his feet.
The Moccasins will go on from here to take on the Furman Paladins on Monday night. As we look at Derek Rucker. Converts the 3, 22 for Rucker. And Davidson is back out by 8, 44-36. We'll be back to Davidson, North Carolina in just a moment.
It's Chevy Showtime at Ed Kirby Chevrolet. We're showing off the 88 Chevys, and you get a free pair of movie tickets with a test drive. It's showtime, folks. Test drive the first new full-size pickup in the decade, or any new 88, including Beretta, Cavalier Z24, or Camaro, and get a free pair of show tickets. Only 150 pairs available, so come on down to Chevy Showtime, only at Ed Kirby Chevrolet.
Our business is saving you money.
Come on down.
Ours is not a perfect world.
Hello.
That's why Diet Coke is so refreshing. Great taste, just like Gatorade. It's the perfect soft drink
for an imperfect world.
1 calorie, just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
Derek Rucker scored 7 points in the first 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Let's watch. On the fast break, this was the first bucket of the second half and kind of set the tone for him.
Boy, it certainly did, and Chattanooga will make spurts at him. I thought the last three-point play by Barons, Chattanooga was going to maybe make a run at him. They did, and then they give up a three-point play to Rucker.
Might want to remind our viewers on the Tempo cable television network, Northern Iowa at Missouri State coming up right after the completion of this game. Here in Davidson. Mox down by 8. Lions. Shot no good. Seidel with a rebound. And a foul on UTC, and it's going to be on Shindy Moon, and that's his second. Davidson with an 8-point advantage and the basketball. 15-25 to go in the game.
They played so well defensively first half. This half, they're shooting 66%, whereas in the first half, they only shot 46%. That explains the spurt.
Dick Seidel, jumper, good. Nothing can do wrong for Davidson this afternoon. They're out by 10 again.
Basketball being a game of spurts, and every spurt Chattanooga has, Davidson answers.
Eddie Green. Nice feed to Lance Fultz, who missed the layup. Davidson lost it out of bounds, but Lance Fultz has had a frustrating game. He's missed a lot of shots in close.
That's an excellent pass. It's too bad he couldn't finish it off and give an assist to Green. I've never seen Lance Fultz miss as many layups as he has tonight.
Shindy Moon gives up the 3 and a steal. Great defensive effort by Alan Hunter and a good defensive play on the other end by Morris Lyons.
And that time, Lance Fultz says, I'm not going to muscle in. Not too many times you're going to see him kick it back out after it's been thrown into him like that.
Rucker will inbound. Davidson can go back out by a dozen. And a foul against UTC's Benny Green.
A lot of reaching, a lot of arm grabbing, and that time Green is guilty of grabbing an arm on a field goal attempt.
Green, who led UTC in the first half with 9 points, picks up personal foul number 3 on him, and that will send Jeff Himes to the free throw line. No, it won't. They're going to play it in. Rucker. 25 for Derek Rucker.
Chattanooga wishes they had a shot free throws.
Davidson by 13, the Cats' biggest lead of this game. Shindy Moon from 3, no good. Fultz got the rebound to Barons. Inside, it's going to count, and a foul against Dick Seidel. And that's 3 on Mr. Seidel. Barons, who already has 1 3-point play, will get a shot at another.
That's an excellent pass by Lance Fultz underneath the Barons, and he's going to go up and score and get fouled.
Let's take another look.
See another play. Lance Fultz just takes that ball away with muscle and gives the assist to Barons.
Chris Barons, a 6'7" junior from Peoria, Illinois, converts his second 3-pointer. It's a 6-point performance in this half by Barons, and it's a 10-point Davidson lead with 14:10 to go.
Somebody forgot to press, or Barons didn't know what they were doing.
Alan Hunter between the circles. Magic gains, nice feed to Seidel, no good. Jeff Himes doing what he does best. Jeff Himes inside, and he is
They are neutralizing Chattanooga on the boards in the second half. See on a replay, get a good bounce pass, good head and shoulders fake, gets a man up, but there's nobody on that weak side to rebound. You get a chance for a three-pointer.
Shindy Moon gets his third foul. Jeff Himes, and a chance to give Davidson a 13-point lead again. He does. 52-39. 13:50 to go. And Davidson in control on their home floor against UT Chattanooga. Left side, Shindy Moon with the ball. Morris Lyons working against Hunter. Lyons, shot no good. Davidson with a rebound up the floor. Here's Magic Gaines. He walked with the ball.
Get no safeties for Chattanooga. There's nobody playing back. Every time Davidson gets a rebound, they're running with the ball because there's nobody back to play defense.
Mock's trying to do something about a 13-point deficit with 13:17 to go.
I think it's really important for Chattanooga to get back in the game, just to be patient, like they're showing a little patience now, because 13 points is not an insurmountable lead in a 13-minute basketball game.
Mike Collins off the bench misses a jumper. Shindy Moon goes up no good. Fultz is there with a head fake. It's going to count in a foul. And Dick Seidel has his fourth foul, and credit a couple of nice head fakes by Lance Fultz that made that play happen.
And again, Randy, the offensive board work at Chattanooga, as you see on the replay, you're going to get a field goal attempt here. Lance Fultz going to show head and shoulder one, twice, pump it, and up and in.
Also a nice job by Shindy Moon keeping that ball alive, putting the second shot up on the miss by Collins.
Exactly. Lance Fultz, if he gets it that close, he's going to use that big body to take it to the hole.
9 points today for Fultz, 10 as he converts the three-point play. We've had a lot of those today.
Chattanooga showing some man press, but it doesn't seem like everybody has their man in this press.
10-point lead Davidson with 12:40 to go. Rucker with 25 big ones. Nice play by Fultz, tapping it away, and Davidson will play it back in with 27 on the shot clock.
That's good interior defense. Anytime you can slap away a bounce pass, that's good defense.
Vincent Robinson will check into the UTC lineup. Jay Schmidt back in for Davidson. Here's Himes, shot blocked by Shindy Moon, and that's 4 on Moon. So Shindy Moon in foul trouble now for UTC as he gets his fourth with 12:25 to go.
As you see on the replay, there's going to be a bounce pass inside. Boy, Davidson's had a lot of good passes inside tonight. Shindy gets his fourth foul. You got to also know that Lance Fultz and Green have 3.
Fouls becoming a factor in this basketball game as Jeff Himes will get 2 shots.
Davidson a little foul trouble of their own. Seidel has 4 and Himes has 3.
Davidson by a dozen again with 12:25, and the Mocs, Coach Mac McCarthy, trying to get something to solve this Davidson defense. Here's Benny Green penetrating. Nice one-hand move by Benny Green.
That's good penetration because if he doesn't have a shot, he's able to kick it out to someone because someone's going to have to come help.
We're under the 12-minute mark to go. Davidson by 10 and led by 9 at the half, and it's been all Davidson this half.
I believe they're going to take as much time as they can. Boy, they're very confident right now with this lead.
Stolen by Shindy Moon, who's playing with 4 fouls.
That shows a lot of character. You know that Mac McCarthy says, hey, we got confidence in our bench, so let him play.
Mock worked the ball around. Morris Lyons, somebody's done a good job on him defensively. They took it away. Rucker, what a pass to Hunter. For the layup, it's no good, and Vincent Robinson is there.
Well, I'll bet you that was one of the best plays in basketball I've seen in a long time. A steal and a great behind-the-back pass. Too bad he couldn't finish it all.
That's why Derek Rucker's one of the top guards in the country. Jumper by Green, bounces around. They fight for it. Saved by Shindy Moon. No good. Magic Gaines with a rebound.
What a basketball. The goal has a lid on it. Lance Pole's really frustrated.
Davidson maintains a 10-point lead. UTC this half holding an edge on rebounds, but Davidson really lighting up the scoreboard. Good shooting percentage. Hunter's shot won't go. Follows it, no good. Big fight for the rebound. Got to be a jump ball in there somewhere.
Got to be a jump ball and an ambulance or something needs to happen. Bodies everywhere.
Somebody's hurt. Alan Hunter's shaking up on that play.
I'm surprised anybody's going to come up out of that pile.
Well, we should have had a jump ball the first time. He's hurt.
Might be. He's either got an ankle or he's got cramps. But I'll tell you, Randy, he did a good job following up his shot. He's going to shoot the basketball. Watch him follow his shot and get the rebound. Green did not box him out. He just stood there and watched him. Now you're going to see all the action, people diving on the loose. It's like a fumble in football.
Let's take a break. And Davidson with 10:30 left. Davidson out by 10, and they have the ball.
This is the ultimate motor oil, Amoco Ultimate. Tests prove Amoco Ultimate synthetic handles engine stress better than conventional oil. But here's the real story. Even after 7,500 miles, the Amoco Ultimate you take out of your engine outperforms the oils some people put in. Yes, Amoco Ultimate is better used than some oils are brand new.
That's protection to spare. That's why the Ultimate was a winner for us at Indy.
I like the way you make me laugh. I like the funny things you do. You got a style that's all your own. I like the sprite in you. You make me want to smile. You know you make me sparkle too. You're such a kick to have around. I like the sprite in you.
Diet Sprite, the only one with Lyman. The unexpected twist that makes us different. Now with a lively new look.
I like the sprite in you.
Well, he's going to reach in here, and he's going to be able to come up with it with 4 fouls, and that was a good slap away.
By Benny Green.
By Benny Green.
Now watch this one by Rucker. Oh, what a play.
Nice play. And watch his pass. Oh, watch his pass. Look at that pass. That's a great pass. Any league, anywhere.
And Hunter would cooperate by making the bucket.
I'll tell you, they'll be talking about that at lunch tomorrow.
Rucker will play it in as we see gets it into Jay Schmidt. He's stripped of the ball by Morris Lyons, who's close to setting a school record for career steals. Great ball movement, but Chandler missed the shot. Now they call goaltending.
I don't think the basketball would have ever touched anything. Chattanooga got a gift on that one. It would have never gone up there.
Trying to get the transition bucket. Dean Keener got it.
Boy, there's one thing right now. If you're a coach, you're going to really choose somebody for that one.
Keener uncontested with a layup. Lyons with a charge. And that's 3 on Morris Lyons.
It's in a replay. I don't know if he was there. That was not a very good call, but the call nevertheless was made. But the play just before that where Chattanooga, after getting a good break, and then he give up a fast break layup. Boy, that should never happen.
Well, still a 10-point lead, and we've cut a little time off the clock. We're under 10 minutes to go. Davidson again by 10. Somebody's holding, and it's Jay Schmidt of Davidson. It's only his first foul. We go to the other end. 9:52 to left.
If you're Davidson, you just need to keep playing this good, aggressive, hard-nosed basketball. If you're Chattanooga, you just need to take your time. They can pick it up on the offensive end.
Benny Green, Rucker went for the steal, didn't get it. Green missed the shot. Look at Rucker releasing down the floor. He's going to get the snubber. 29 for Derek Rucker.
Well, when Benny Green penetrates, there's no safety, but I think Benny Green was trying to do too much that time. Again, they need to show patience and just continue to play good team offense. They'll score.
Vincent Robinson, Darren Chandler from 3, no good. Davidson with a basketball. And a 12-point advantage. Rucker in and out, almost would not go. Vincent Robinson gets the rebound, and Jeff Himes gets his 4th foul. That could be big, because there's still a lot of time left.
A lot of time left in the game. You're going to see Rucker right now. Watch this basketball go down in. I'll tell you, it was all the way down in and it pops back out. That's a break for Chattanooga.
That would have been a real backbreaker. That would have given Davidson a 15-point lead. Really taking some of the air out of UT Chattanooga.
You know, with a 12-point lead, though, that is a good shot because Rucker's the kind of player that when he gets on a streak, he's going to bury those.
Seidel is back in the game. He has 4 fouls already. Himes just picked up his 4th. And Vincent Robinson at the free throw line missed it. Kept alive, out of bounds, give it to UTC.
Oh, boy, they're battling for the lead of the Southern Conference here in Davidson, North Carolina.
This is the 3rd league game for each of these teams. Furman's already played 3, and Marshall will play its first Southern Conference tonight. Collins misses the 3, and Seidel gets the loose ball. Marshall will be at Appalachian State. Big Southern Conference game in Cullowhee tonight as the Mocs get a steal. And Rucker almost stole it back. What a player Derek Rucker is. He is all over this floor.
Yes, he is. Mike Collins that time threw an ill-advised pass. I think he should have held it just a little longer, but Rucker, credit him for this great defensive effort tonight.
8:37 to go. Time ticking away. Vincent Robinson's jumper too hard. Davidson got the rebound. And they have a 12-point advantage. DePaul has beaten Notre Dame 77-71 as Rucker just continues to mystify this crowd.
Derek Rucker just said, I'm going to take on all the guards Chattanooga dishes out here tonight.
14-point advantage by Davidson. That's the Cats' biggest lead in this ball game. 7:57 to go.
Chattanooga needs a timeout. They need to stop this game right now and talk about it just a little.
Mike Collins guilty of the charge. And we have a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 7:47 to go. The Davidson Wildcats in charge at their own floor. We'll be right back.
It's Chevy Showtime at Ed Kirby Chevrolet. We're showing off the 88 Chevys, and you get a free pair of movie tickets with a test drive. It's showtime, folks. Test drive the first new full-size pickup in the decade, or any new 88, including Beretta, Cavalier Z24, or Camaro, and get a free pair of show tickets. Only 150 pairs available, so come on down to Chevy Showtime, only at Ed Kirby Chevrolet.
Our business is saving you money.
Come on down.
Sehen Sie sich bloß einmal diese rohe Kraft. Der Mann ist wie eine menschliche Kanone. Er explodiert.
Every major government is spending millions getting ready for next year's Olympics. Except one. In America, Olympians can't depend on government funding. That's why the Miller Brewing Company is proud to be the sole sponsor of the U.S. Olympic Training Centers. With these centers and a lot of hard work, our team can take on anybody, no matter what they spend.
Well, let's look at Mr. Derek Rucker. He's put on a show, has over half of Davidson's points today. Couple of snowbirds, about 3 3-pointers, and he's done everything.
Well, he has 29, Randy. In this game right here, he is really almost done enough to be Southern Conference Player of the Week.
In one game.
In one game.
He's done everything but sell popcorn today so far.
Look at this graphic, Randy. 58% second half, I guess, for the game. Second half percentages, 58% to 30%.
The Moccasins hit only 31% in the first half. They have done nothing to improve that. They're going to a trap, and there's a steal. A foul by Davidson's Alan Hunter. The Mocs went to a trap in the backcourt to try to make something happen, and they almost did.
I imagine you're going to see them do this the rest of the half, especially after free throws, if they can make that second free throw.
John McLeod will be at the free throw line for UTC. Not exactly burning it up at 25%, but he's only shot 1 out of 4 this year. Missed it. Vincent Robinson had the rebound. They scramble for it. Jump ball, that'll go to UTC. One official called a foul, and they got a jump ball.
They're going to discuss this. We got one that got the jump ball before the foul, I believe. That's something you don't see very often, that official overruling the main official here, but he just did that. I'm not so sure that that wasn't a good thing for him to do because it happened right in front of him.
Now we have another mix-up.
And they're going to give it to Chattanooga because on the possession it should be their basketball.
They did not change the arrow pointing the other direction. Well, now they give it back to UTC. So the Mocs get another opportunity to cut into this 14-point advantage. Crowd begins to get into the thing here. Chandler, nice feed to McLeod. 3 seconds. John McLeod in the lane, too long. Lance Fultz and Benny Green begin to check back into the Moccasin lineup. McLeod and Collins will sit down. So the Mocs have their starters in there with the exception of Robinson and Chandler. Behrens and Moon on the bench. Moon with 4 fouls. Davidson with a 14-point lead in the ball. 7.5 minutes to go.
And it doesn't mean very much. Fouls don't mean very much this late in the basketball game with this big a lead.
Rucker off balance, foul on Morris Lyons. And that's 4 for Lyons.
Well, if you don't stick him outside, he's going to hit the three-pointer. If you do stick him, he's going to drive, and he's going to draw the foul.
Rucker will be at the line with 29 points on the afternoon. It's almost half his team's total today. What a great job he's done. Outstanding performer. Great in the classroom as well, a 3.3 grade point average. They assume he's going to be a first-team academic All-American. You look at his season stats, a couple of free throws, 31 for Derek Rucker. $16-point Davidson lead. That's their biggest. Here's Morris Lyons. Jump shot short. Seidel with a rebound. And a foul against Darren Chandler.
Well, there's plenty of time in a basketball game. Chattanooga not shooting the basketball very well, and they're not taking good shots. They need to just continue to work their offense. They get a lot better shots than what we just saw.
You look at a frustrated Coach Mac McCarthy. Not much you can do when your team shoots 31%, both halves. But credit Davidson with a great job defensively today. And Seidel will be at the free throw line.
Well, it just looks like Davidson came ready to play. Bob Hussey did a good job having his kids ready to play for this game. But you're right, nothing you can do when you can't hit a free throw or a field goal and you turn it over as much as Chattanooga has.
The Mocs have done a good job on the boards, but like you say, they've offset a lot of that with turnovers. As Darren Chandler will sit down, Shindy Moon will come back into the Moccasin lineup. Seidel will get another. And Davidson is out by 18.
I think Derek Rucker really established himself in this game in the first 3 minutes when he hit his first three-pointer. Seems like since then he's really hasn't shown like he's had problems this year.
A foul against Jay Schmidt. Away from the ball. That's his second. And the Mocs will be at the free throw line. This is an opportunity for UTC to get some points with a clock stop. Fultz will be there. Look at the field goal percentages. 29% for UTC, 59% for Davidson.
And it keeps spreading as this game goes on.
Chris Behrens will come back in for Vincent Robinson.
Chattanooga needs to bury these two free throws and then try to create pressure on the inbounds pass.
Fultz hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Fultz with 11 today, and it's a 17-point lead. 6:53 to go. Couple of free throws by Fultz, and the Mocs putting some pressure on. They're going to trap if they get the opportunity. That's the guy you want with the ball if you're going to face a trap, Derek Rucker. Lyons is playing him with 4 fouls. We have to keep that in mind as Rucker takes it back outside with 6.5 minutes left.
And they're going to milk that clock, I believe, on every possession now.
Seidel, one-hander, no good. Fultz with a rebound.
Well, that was a good shot. You wanted to take it inside the paint, just wouldn't fall.
Vinnie Green past everybody, got it to go in. Mocs trying to make a run. Up the floor, Maurice Gray. He'll go inside. Shot is no good. Behrens with a rebound. Mocs can cut it to a dozen. Wide open, Shindy Moon, shot good. And the Mocs have scored 6 straight. They've cut it down to a dozen with 5:56 to go. Davidson wants time. Bobby Hussey says, hey, we're going to let it slip away from us. So the Cats take a time with 5:52 left. They still lead it by a dozen. We'll be right back.
R&R is offering 12 months free financing on the Magic Chef appliance of your choice. Save hundreds of dollars in interest on a huge selection of refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, dishwashers, washers and dryers, and more. Free financing on the Magic Chef appliance of your choice. Qualifying is easy and our prices have never been better. Better hurry though, this offer expires soon. 12 months free financing on all Magic Chef appliances with approved credit and a $200 minimum purchase. Available at all R&R locations in Chattanooga and Cleveland.
It's Chevy Showtime at Ed Kirby Chevrolet. We're showing off the 88 Chevys, and you get a free pair of movie tickets with a test drive. It's showtime, folks. Test drive the first new full-size pickup in the decade, or any new 88, including Beretta, Cavalier Z24, or Camaro, and get a free pair of show tickets. Only 150 pairs available, so come on down to Chevy Showtime, only at Ed Kirby Chevrolet.
Our business is saving you money.
Come on down.
The Moccasins of University of Tennessee Chattanooga staring at a 12-point deficit to make up with 5:52 to go. There's plenty of time to do that, and they have scored 6 straight points against this Davidson ball club. And then Bobby Hussey called the timeout. Shooting percentages, the Mocs hitting only 32% for the game. Davidson just under 50%, about 49.
Again, that speaks to good defense, Randy. It really does. And Davidson, boy, you just can't say enough about their intensity on defensive end tonight.
Davidson spreading it out. They don't want to take any more bad shots.
And you remember they did this in the first half, and it really hurt them. And but now they're trying to offset Chattanooga's spurt.
Rucker from 3, missed the shot. Saved, however, by Davidson, and Rucker gets it back. Big break for the Cats with 5:20 to go. Here's Rucker, hammered and fouled, and he'll get 2.
Well, again, he penetrates between 2 guards. They just really have had trouble, you know, containing him tonight, because he'll stick the three-pointer in or he'll drive to the bucket.
That's 4 personal fouls on Vinnie Green. Derek Rucker will get another. 31 points today. Got that one to go down. He has 32. Well, we talked about Rucker struggling a bit. I don't think he's struggling today. Not really.
Been hitting 42% from the field during the season, less than 30, or around 30% from the three-point circle. Boy, he really had a season here tonight.
Well, athletics runs in that family. Everybody knows Derek Rucker around the Southern Conference, but a lot of folks would not know that his father, Reggie, played in the NFL, also a broadcaster with NBC. Foul against Davidson. Benny Green will be there, or Shindy Moon. We'll correct that. Shindy Moon will go to the line. Davidson again by 14 after the 2 free throws by Derek Rucker. Shindy Moon, 11 points today. His average is just under 10 a game. He's played well for UTC. Got it.
Chattanooga presses here. They're going to have to be a little more intense and aggressive because Davidson really hasn't had a whole lot of trouble with their backcourt pressure today.
Moon will get another. Rip. He hit a pair. Big free throws. Pressure by the Mocs in the backcourt. Get it into Alan Hunter.
Got away with a walk right there.
4:56 to go in the game. Davidson being very deliberate. They would like to run the clock out, force Chattanooga to foul them, and try to win it at the free throw line, as they hit about 74% as a team from the free throw line, 73%.
Always looking at that weak side cut.
Great pass to from Rucker to Seidel, but he missed the shot. Behrens gets the rebound. A big miss. Mocs can cut to 10. Green from 3. Swish. And it's a 9-point lead. Mocs are still very much in this basketball game. Out of bounds off the foot. Gaines was being close to a 5-second violation and bounced it off the foot of Shindy Moon.
I'm a former coach, but I hate to see a team get a big lead and then go to some kind of delay or just take time off the clock. They were doing such a good job before they went to this delay.
Wake Forest leading Clemson by a score of 36-34 at the half, and in the second half, Tennessee trailing Kentucky 43-29. That game in Lexington. Davidson with the ball. Derek Rucker spinning away, drops it off to Gray. Shot is no good. Rucker saves it. He'll get a fresh 45 on the shot clock with 3:42 to go.
That was a big tip by Smith. He kept the ball alive to Rucker, and that was a big play.
Davidson being deliberate. Gray almost didn't get it away in time. Good defense here by UTC. Once again, we remind our viewers on the Tempo Television Network, you'll be seeing the Northern Iowa Missouri State game right after this one.
Now Derek Rucker says, let's set up this offense. That 45-second clock's almost gone.
12 seconds on the clock. They go to their big man underneath. Himes missed the shot. Moon with a rebound. Here come the Moccasins. Green from 3, no good. Fultz kept it alive. They fight for it. Schmidt gets the rebound.
Schmidt has done a good job tonight. Played real solid, hard-nosed, good aggressive player.
9-point Davidson lead, 2:48 to go. Rucker drives inside, shot no good. But a foul against Morris Lyons, and Lyons has fouled out. Lyons leaves the game with his 5th personal foul. I tell you, Derek Rucker's going to foul a lot of players out before this year's over.
Oh boy, you know, you just say so many things about him, but he really has played an intelligent, great game. Shows the senior leadership because this Davidson team is a very young basketball club.
They open their season with Southern Conference victories on the road at the Citadel and at VMI. And they're back home. And they're 2:42 away from a victory today. Rucker with the first of 2. Puts Davidson out by 10 again. Rucker hits a pair. 2:45 to go. Green, Shindy Moon along the baseline. They go inside to Fultz. Shot good by Fultz. And the Mocs call a time with 2:33 left. 9 points to make up, and with the intentional foul rule, how is this going to affect the last 2 minutes, 33 seconds?
Well, you don't see too many times that intentional foul called in those last few minutes when officials obviously, as well as the fans and everybody else knows, that one team has to foul in order to stop the clock.
The Moccasins in the first half, when they found themselves down by 14, they got it to 6, and then Davidson answered every spurt. It's going to be crucial to see if Davidson can continue that the last 2.5 minutes of the game.
Well, Bobby Hussey has just done a great job coaching his team. He just decided, you know, we're going to take time off the clock and hope we can run the clock out before we lose this lead.
Should Chattanooga try to launch up the three-pointers, or should they just work your offense, maybe go inside to Fultz and try to draw the 3 points that way?
Well, 2:32 is a lot of time, 9-point lead. That's not insurmountable. I don't think they need to start launching up three-pointers. What they need to do is play real intense on the defensive end, score, put pressure on them as much as possible on the inbounds, and they, you know, 2:32, if you're a Moccasin fan, is not insurmountable.
Well, the Mocs don't want to put Davidson on the free throw line because the Cats have made 17 straight. They're 12 for 12 in this half, 20 of 22 for the ball game.
Well, if you're Davidson, Bobby Hussey, all you want to do is get the basketball in Derek Rucker's hands.
For a lot of our viewers, next Saturday afternoon, actually, East Tennessee State and Western Carolina next week. Here on the Southern Conference Network. Join us for that. Mocs with pressure in the backcourt. I believe that game starts at 7:30. Derek Rucker in the front court. 2:25 to go. Big possession here for Davidson.
They handle that pressure very well that time against Chattanooga's press.
Oh, look at this. Himes with an easy layup.
Got a backdoor cut, and you had Chattanooga players that did not know where the basketball was.
Benny Green off balance. Blocking foul against Davidson. Jeff Himes is fouled out of the game. That's 5 on him. 2:05 left. Davidson again by 11. Let's take a look.
They're going to see on the block. Benny Green's going to try to take it all away. He might have gotten a gift there from the official, but that's a good thought. Take it to the whole score and then put the press on again.
Benny Green will be at the free throw line. He's the Moccasins' leading foul shooter on the year. 75% of his free throws, just under 75%.
You told me Himes would have left this game with 13 points with 2 minutes to go. I would have told you Chattanooga would be leading very substantially. That's not the case because of primarily Derek Rucker.
You would not have thought Rucker might have scored 33 points in this basketball game.
Well, you might think that's possible because he is that kind of player.
It's possible, but you wouldn't think against UTC with a great defense they've been playing.
Against their guards, exactly.
Benny Green, the first of 2 is good, and it's a 10-point Davidson lead, 2:05 remaining. Green missed this one. Vincent Robinson is on the back of Jay Schmidt.
It's so important to hit that second free throw because that way you can set your press up. Now Chattanooga gives Davis an opportunity to mount that lead with no clock moving.
We go to the other end, 2:04 left. Jay Schmidt will be at the line. Jay hits about 68% of his free throws. It's 60% from the floor. Big, strong, talented sophomore from Nashville. Hits the first of it. A 1-and-1. You look at Bobby Hussey in his 7th year as head coach of the Davidson Wildcats. In his 6 previous seasons, he's had his team in the tournament championship 3 times. His first year in '82, he lost to UT Chattanooga. His second time in '85, he beat them. This is Mike Collins from 3. Hits the top of the goal support, and Davidson gets it back. This was an '86 tournament. Went to the NCAA tournament last year, lost to Marshall in the championship. A near steal. Gray had it. Goes to UTC. Off the hands of Maurice Gray.
Talking to Bobby Hussey before the game, you know, they really haven't been playing that well up until tonight. He was just hoping, you know, to get some experience and get these kids ready for the later in the season.
Getting into Fultz with 1:53 to go. Benny Green. Mike Collins from 3, no good. Fultz is pushing off to get the rebound.
Well, when that shot doesn't go down and Lance Fultz picks up his 5th foul, that's almost curtains for Chattanooga.
1:47 to go. That'll send Davidson back to the line as Lance Fultz fouls out. He leaves the game with 14. That's just a little bit under his average.
And again, if you'd have told me Himes would get 13, Lance Fultz get 14, it might be a little more understandable.
19 straight free throws in this game for Davidson, and look who's on the line. 20 in a row, Derek Rucker. I don't think anybody would argue here that this is Davidson's best game of the year, best performance.
37 is his career high.
37 points now for Derek Rucker. That matches his career high. A triple team in the backcourt. Shindy Moon with a basketball inside to Vincent Robinson. Shot no good. Robinson gets it back. Here's Benny Green, but a travel. Rucker, as we told you, at 37, he got that career high of 37 last week against the Citadel, and he equals it here. 2 of his last 3 games, he scored 37.
Well, it's one of the finest performances probably in the Southern Conference in a long time that I've seen a guard play. And this kind of performance is the kind of performance that would be very well respected in any league in America.
Maurice Gray will be at the free throw line, and boy, Davidson just cannot miss from the free throw line. They've hit 21 straight free throws, 24 out of 26 for the ball game. They're just knocking them in with no effort. 15-point Davidson lead.
Well, they came into this game with about 73%, and they certainly haven't hurt that average today.
Well, they finally missed one. Behrens gets the rebound. 1:27 to go. Benny Green bounced the ball off his foot, saved by Shindy Moon. They scramble for it again, and a foul on Vincent Robinson in the backcourt.
I think Davidson, though, you got to give a lot of credit. They set the tone for the whole basketball game early in the first half when their defensive intensity was so good.
You look at some of the people technically that made this broadcast possible. We thank them. We thank you for watching today. Patrick Shepard will check in for UTC, and Shindy Moon, who played well for the Moccasins, will sit down. Back to the free throw line goes Davidson. Alan Hunter is there, and he flips it up there.
You know, we've talked a lot about Rucker. I thought Hunter played an excellent game today too, Randy, because he did a lot of good things defensively.
Misses the free throw. Davidson hustles and gets it back. 1:12 to go. Derek Rucker weaving in and out. Patrick Shepard out there running, the freshman from Atlanta. Alan Hunter stolen away. Bad pass. They get it to Benny Green with 57 seconds. Green all the way in. Got it. 76-62. 50 seconds. And a foul in the backcourt against UT Chattanooga. Foul is on Chris Behrens. Dean Keener comes into the Davidson lineup. Alan Hunter checks out with 48 seconds, and Hunter's played well.
Certainly has. He hasn't played like an underclassman. I'll tell you, he's had a super game too. Backcourt tonight, Chattanooga has very well been outplayed because Davidson's had a good effort out of Hunter and Rucker.
Derek Rucker, as you see, with 37 points, and this is his career high. Has a new career high. 38 points for Derek Rucker.
You got to be impressed with the young man because even when he was struggling shooting, he just said, Coach Hussey told me, he said he just comes to the gym and works and works and works and keeps on practicing. And certainly Derek Rucker has come out of his doldrums as far as shooting tonight in the effort against Chattanooga.
Rucker sits down. 39 points, Derek Rucker. A standing ovation here at Johnston Gym. 46 seconds to go. Davidson is icing the victory cake. Darren Chandler's three-pointer is good. 78-65. 13-point Davidson lead. The The Wildcats 3-0 and on top of the Southern Conference standings right now, 9-5 overall. The Moccasins 2-1 in the league. They'll go to 11-4. Dean Keener with the ball in the backcourt. 18 seconds. You see the time on the bottom right of your screen. I want to thank athletic directors of both institutions, Harold Wilkes of UT Chattanooga, Christopher Kip Morris of Davidson, as the ball goes out of bounds with 5 seconds. Sports information directors Neil Magnuson of UT Chattanooga, Emil Parker of Davidson. Look at a dejected Morris Lions. There will be tomorrow for UTC. They will be in Greenville Monday. Magic Gaines three-pointer is good, and that's going to make the final score 81-65 at the buzzer. Great job today by the Davidson Wildcats. The final score, Davidson 81, UT Chattanooga 65. Thanking Ron Bishop for the colored comments today from Davidson.